Aren't feeling Trump's optimism right now are American farmers, and they are stuck in the middle of all of this.
Frank, who did you vote for president?
Mr. Trump.
Right?
Trump.
Mr. Trump.
If the election were today, Frank, would you vote for Donald Trump?
No way. Couldn't happen.
What's up? What's up? Good morning, good people. It's your man Cam. Just wanted to get back on here today and talk about what we all should have seen coming. You know, I posted on the little video just showing how the people that voted for this president are now wishing that they had not voted for this president. In which, don't get me wrong, at this point, it doesn't make a difference as far as the votes, because he's been voted in, so they can't go back and change that history, so to speak. But what they can do is influence or be an influence on the government at this point, as far as protesting or whatever it may be, contacting their local representatives or whatever they can do to help push the issue of the fact that this president shouldn't be in office. And or there's a lot of things that he's doing that he needs to stop and make a change, because it's not only the Democrat and just people with common sense that can see the fact that this guy is not doing a good job whatsoever, and that in a matter of 2 to 3 months, he's basically made things worse that they claim Biden had started the mess, and all he's doing is making things worse. He made promises as far as, well, in my first day, I'm going to bring peace to the war-torn countries. He also stated in his first day that he was going to lower the prices of eggs and lower the price of groceries. And all he's done is made things worse. He's made things worse on the war front end. And also, as we can see, the prices of groceries and the prices of eggs have actually gone up. And with these tariffs, more than likely the prices of groceries are going to continue to go up unless he changes his mindset and gets rid of these tariffs. Now, it looks like somebody's talking some common sense into him, because the tariffs with Mexico, they're making some corrections, I should say, to where apparently, and which we can't say for a fact, because we know that people lie, but according to him and the president of Mexico are on better terms, because he's making some changes to the tariffs that he has implemented or is going to implement, or may not implement any tariffs at all against Mexico. Because like I said time and time again, we do not have enough farmers here in the United States in order to feed the entire country. And also, I was watching this guy, and he made a great point, in which I spoke on this years back, like I said, when he was in his first presidency, but how he wants to get rid of the Hispanic community. But we all know that a lot of the Hispanics in this country are doing a lot of jobs that people who are American born here are not doing. And one of those jobs is picking the crops and or whatever have you, in which if he gets rid of that community of people, now we're going to have more crops that are just going to sit in the fields and rot away and not make it to the shelves of the grocery stores into the homes of the buyers. So you're not only selling false dreams when you say that, and this is the president, when he says that, oh, the United States farmers are going to get first dibs and they're going to be on the shelves of all the grocery stores. But first you got to get somebody to be able to, like I say, pick the crops or whatever have you in order to get into the grocery stores. And in which he's getting rid of those people. Like I said, man, this guy, with the actions that he's taking, he's not looking at every angle of the situation. He's only looking at an outcome that he wants to happen, but because his wants are not reality, he's leading this country down a path of further destruction, further issues. Because even if the American farmers can get Americans to go out into their fields and pick their crops, Americans are going to want more. The Hispanics are working because they feel like they're working to have to stay here. So they're willing to take certain jobs at a certain amount of pay per hour or whatever have you that homegrown Americans are going to refuse to do. It's going to be hard to pay an American $15 an hour to go out into all types of weather in order to pick your fruits and things like that. That's going to be a difficult task. Most Americans are going to want $25 or more per hour, and more than likely going to want a guaranteed full-time position. But like I said, the Hispanic community feel like they're working in order to stay here, so they're willing to take $15, $20 an hour to go out there and pick your crops. You understand what I'm saying? So it's some rough times, and I'm going to say it over and over again, some rough times that we are looking at because of this guy that they voted into the White House. And like that little clip I showed you, are 3 American white farmers who voted for this guy and now wish that they had not done so. And my thing is, it's because, and I hate to bring race into it, but the white community, when you look at how they have done things as far as coming over here to this country by force. And the rhetoric that this president had going into the White House only fed into how the white Americans truly feel and how they truly are, as far as a lot of them. I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of them are like that, and they feel that way, to where they feel like they can just go and take what they want and not have to pay any consequences for doing so. And so that's what he did. He fed them a lot of the nonsense and a lot of what they want to hear. And I've said it before. That's the problem with this society, is that this society doesn't want to hear the truth. They want to be fed a bunch of lies and want to be spoken to about the things that aren't truly going to be able to happen, but because that's what they want and because it sounds like a good idea, that's what they run with. And so, like I said, now they wish they wouldn't have done it, and it's too late. And you're going to see more and more and more of these people that supported this guy coming out and turning their backs on this guy. But it's just like what they call people bandwagon riders. Yeah, you was riding on that bandwagon all this time. Even said that the first election was stolen from this guy. Just bandwagon riding. But now that the true colors of this guy are being shown, now you want to run for the hills and tuck your tail. Stick with him now. Yeah, he's going to destroy your livelihoods. He's going to destroy things that took your family, quote unquote, decades to build. Even though a lot of you guys have built what you have, or your family has built what you guys have today off of the backs of people of my color, of people with, the black and brown people. And so now it's all tumbling down because you guys did not look at the facts. And the facts are he is not a good businessman. No matter how many millions and billions that he has at this point, he is not a good businessman. He did a lot of unfair deals. He is not a leader whatsoever. He's just a talker. And that's a fact. And then if you don't look at it, and it has to be said, the uprising that he established in order to almost try to overturn and overthrow this government, and you think that this guy is going to come in and actually do what he said he was going to do? People who create moments like that are not people who are actually coming in and going to do what they said that they're going to do. This guy is a liar, and he's proven it. And because of y'all's ignorance as far as the Republican voters, y'all have now not only put yourselves in danger, in harm's way, you put the Democrats in harm's way, and then you put a lot of people who don't even care whether you're Democratic or Republican in harm's way. And as well, this entire country is now in harm's way because you guys would not listen and did not look at the facts and only ran off of this television / entertainer that this guy is. He might have just as well could have been a great comedian, but he is far from being a president and a great leader of a country. And it's too late as of now. Now, if they can somehow get this guy seat taken from him and get him and everybody around him put out of the White House, then this country may possibly be able to be turned back around. And we may be able to go and mend the broken fences or whatever have you that he has caused between this country and its allies. Because you get a lot of people in which I was to a certain extent feeling this way as well, as far as all of the help that was being given to Ukraine. But we have to understand that if we get into a bad position, then we're going to want somebody to be able to come and help us. So why not help Ukraine when they're at the need of other countries? And not only by helping Ukraine, who knows, down the line, we may have gotten rights and access to that soil that they have over there in order to get those rare minerals without having to try and force a deal. and try to bully our way into that country. But because, once again, of this guy and the people around him who don't care what they say and how they say it, they have literally ended, in my eyes, any type of agreement or any type of deal right now that could be made between the United States and Ukraine. And as well, Russia, if you hadn't heard, did another all-out assault, which is one of the deadliest assaults that they've done this year on Ukraine in the past couple of days. So that war is not ending, and it's not ending soon. I already spoke about Hamas backing out of the deal that they had with Israel. So now Israel is cutting power off to Hamas. Israel is cutting off any type of supplies that they were, not necessarily Hamas, but to Gaza, that they were taking to Gaza because of the deal being broken. And so, and once again, unless you just stupid, in which a lot of people seem to be just that, when I heard this ignorant guy say that he could end the war in a matter of a day, in a matter of a week, I knew that wasn't factual. Nobody's able to do something like that unless you really, truly are coming into these situations with a peaceful mindset and not a mindset of more power and being greedy, because that's what types of deals he was creating. He was writing out and making out deals that was going to make his belly bigger and quote unquote bring more power to the United States. And that's not how you come up with a peace agreement. But yeah, just keep watching, y'all. More and more people are going to come out upset. These Republican people is what I mean, are going to, man, I wish I didn't vote for him. And yada, yada, yada. Well, you can't go back and fix it now. You've already started the destruction of this country by putting a destructive leader into the White House. But y'all, I said majority of what I want to say. There's some things that I might have wanted to say that I didn't get off my chest. But y'all take it easy out there. And like I said, if anything, we got to keep the faith in Jesus and faith in God. Because if you put your faith in these leaders that are only out for money, fame, and power, we will be disappointed every time, because they truly don't have the needs of the people at heart. When you're greedy, when you just want more power, it's only about yourself. It's only about stepping on and over other people in order to get to the point where you're trying to be at. And so we do have good leaders out there who actually want to see society do better and be better as a whole. But you have right now, as far as in the highest position of this country, we have a lot of greedy, power-hungry people who are in positions right now. And I mean that whole cabinet, y'all. If you just look at it and listen to the way that these people speak, it's all greed and power. It has nothing to do with the people. This green lady, the vice president, the president, the Tesla guy. I mean, it goes on and on and on. I think the guy's called the Speaker of the House, the little guy with the glasses who tries to sound intelligent and speaks on ignorant things, but speaks on them in an intelligent manner to make them sound as if they are good things that this White House is doing. You have to look past that nonsense, y'all. We got to look past the colors of blue and red and look at people. We have to, because as long as we keep letting different things in this society cause division between us, we will not ever be able to accomplish anything worth being happy about. You understand what I'm saying? For example, the civil rights movement, we had and you saw and we were able to see white and black people come together. We have to learn to be able to come together. All this gang stuff, all this neighborhood nonsense, all this stuff needs to cease. And when you have grown adults, men and women, who are constantly pushing the issue of division, then you cannot expect the children in the younger generation to do anything differently, because they see their mama, they see their daddies, they see their uncles, granddaddies, grandmamas, aunties, older people acting like them. We're fighting over red and blue. We're not fighting over the red, white, and blue. We're fighting over the red and blue. And that's why this country is being funneled down into a hole that if, man, like I say, if something doesn't change real soon, that hole, we're going to go further down in it and ain't no coming back up. But hey, y'all take it easy out there, man. It's your man Cam. I love y'all. And we just have to stay strong and keep the faith, like I say, in Jesus and in the good Lord above, y'all. But y'all take it easy.